Not heavy at all. That's, I'm assuming, from the, what is it called again? The sealed balance rings. The fluid inside of them. There's one at the bottom. There's one at the top. First rinse. see that scraping? There's nothing hard in the load, so I don't know what that was. On how it's made, I don't know if you guys saw this episode where they were building an electric sports car. And it was funny when they were building the engine, they said, you know, they'll attach the rotor to the stator. And I was like, wow. I'm like, even cars have a direct drive motor. Electric cars. And it was a Tesla. It was a Tesla sports car. And I was like, that's interesting. You know, having the same technology as washing machines. Simple. The water's pretty murky. Second spin. And no, there are no thongs in here this time. That's interesting. Turn the fan on to keep the phone cool, but it's freezing in here. Final rinse. Clean up the Even with the Downy dispense, the water is a lot clearer. Last week I was watching somebody else's video of a washing machine, a traditional washing machine, and one of my coworkers just approached me and said, in surprise, he's all like, "Oh my gosh, that's what happens to your clothes when you wash?" I was like, "Are you serious?" And he's all like, "I've never looked inside one." You know, like I just, my mom would just go put it in, close the lid, and it was clean. And then when I did it, he's all like, "I did the same thing. I never bothered looking. That's interesting." I cracked up. I was like, "You gotta be kidding me." I was like, "Oh well." I was like, "Now you know." A little late though. No air bubble this time in my shorts. Hey, that's good. And I am getting a traditional rollover here. But when they meet in the middle, they kind of fight. I know if I would have used the casuals and Cur Last, I don't think I would have gotten this much water. But still, the agitation wouldn't have been so intense. Even this is delicate, so right now what's happening, and it's still, there's a bit of a pause when you use Color Last in between strokes. Yeah, you can see the rubber bands on some of them. And from that string I pulled earlier, it's telling me that it's time to start getting new underwear. I put it on a high-speed spin, but because it's on delicate, I don't know if it'll give it to me. If I put it too low, it'll pull the magnet out. It'll be attracted by the latch here. Is that a hair or a spider web? Did I get it? I think it was a spider web. On the 11th minute. So at 10 or 9 it'll rev down before revving up or continuing at this speed. It's been a year since I had this phone, and my battery ain't what it used to be. I started recording with 100% battery, 100% charge, and it just told me that the battery is low and can no longer run my light.